So now let us discuss few basic things about linear equations. So as name suggests that the equation should be linear, so what does it mean? We'll just see. So if a equation is present in this form, which is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now what is a, what is x? So a, b and c are some real numbers and they are known as constant. उनका value change नहीं होता है. For a given equation a, b, c हमेशा क्या रहेंगे? They will be constant. But if you look at x and y, so you can change x and y. So what x and y are called? They are called variables. So x and y are variables, a, b, c are constant. But what is the most important part about the linear equation? कि जो x की पावर है और y की पावर है वो मैक्सिमम 1 हो सकती है, राइट? तो दोनों में से किसी एक की पावर को 1 होना पड़ेगा. So if a is non-zero, b is also non-zero and x and y are variables, so this type of equation is known as linear equation, where power of variable is maximum 1. So the power of x and y should be less than equal to or 1. So if you look at one example of linear equation, so this is how a linear equation looks like. Now let us compare this equation with the standard form. So what is the standard form? It is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, right? So let us write this equation in this form. So what should we do? We should transfer this 2.5 to the left hand side, so it will be 3x plus 2y minus 2.5 is equal to 0. Now what is the value of a? The value of a is 3. What is the value of b? It is 2. And what is the value of c? It will be minus 2.5, because here you can see the positive sign. This is positive sign, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या है? Negative sign है. तो ये क्या होगा? C will be minus 2.5. So if you compare this equation with the standard form, तो यहाँ पे आपका A कितना आ जाएगा? 3, B will be 2 and C will be minus 2.5. So similarly, if you look at one more example, this is 7x minus 5 is equal to 2y. So what you have to do, transfer all the terms to one side and आपको right hand side में क्या बचाना है? 0. If you look at this equation, right hand side में यहाँ पे क्या है? 0. So transfer this 2y to the left hand side. तो equation कैसी हो जाएगी? It will be 7x minus 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. Now if you compare this equation with ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, तो आपका a कितना आ जाएगा? A will be 7, b will be minus 2, because यहाँ पे क्या है? Plus by और यहाँ पे क्या है? Minus 2y. So b will be minus 2 and c will be minus 5. Similarly, if you look at one more example, x is equal to 2y, transfer this 2y to the left hand side, तो ये equation आपका क्या हो जाएगा? It will be x minus 2y is equal to 0. तो यहाँ पे c कितना है? यहाँ पे कोई भी constant term नहीं present है. So what you can say that c will be 0 in this case. a कितना होगा? a will be 1, because x का coefficient कितना है? 1. What is the coefficient of y? It is minus 2, so b will be minus 2. So if you compare this equation with the standard form, so a comes out to be 1, b comes out to be minus 2 and c is 0. As you can see, there is no constant term present in this equation. So now what are the different possible forms of linear equations? So basically these are very simple transformations from left hand side to right hand side, which you have done in class 8. So if you look at this linear equation, y is equal to 3x minus 6. So what you can do, you can transfer this 3x to the right left hand side, or this 6 to the left hand side. So let's do one of this operations. If you transfer this 3x to the left hand side, it becomes minus 3x. If you transfer this minus 6, it will become plus 6. So effectively both the equations are same. Okay, these are not different equations because we are just doing simple transformations. Now what you can do, from the first equation you can take 3 common. So if you take 3 common, it looks like 3 into x minus 2. सो आप इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो। और क्या कर सकता हूँ मैं, इस 3 को उधर डिवाइड कर दो, सो इक्वेशन क्या हो जाएगी, y/3 इज इक्वल टू x-2। सो इन ऑल द केसेस आपको क्या फॉर्म बनानी है, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे आपको इस फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना है। क्यों? बिकॉज स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म अपन ने क्या पढ़ी, इट इज ax प्लस by प्लस c इज इक्वल टू 0। सो ऑलवेज ट्राई टू कन्वर्ट द गिवन इक्वेशन in this form to compare the coefficients and to find out the value of coefficients. Now let us see कि कौन सी equations linear equations नहीं हो सकती है। तो जिनके अंदर x और y जो वेरिएबल्स हैं उनकी पावर 1 नहीं होंगी, वो क्या नहीं हो सकती है, लीनियर इक्वेशन नहीं हो सकती। सो द फॉलोइंग आर नॉट द लीनियर इक्वेशन। सो इफ यू लुक एट दिस इक्वेशन, द power of y is 2, so what we can say that this is not a linear equation, it is a quadratic equation which you will learn in class 10. In this equation the power of x is half because square root is half, so again this is not a linear equation. तो x और y का पावर कितना होना चाहिए, it should be 1 and then only it will be known as linear equation. Again this is not an example of linear equation because in this case the power of x is 3. So whenever you have exponents in the power of x and y, or you have square root or cube root, then that equation is not a linear equation. So for any equation to be a linear equation, the variable power should be 1 and 1 only. So be very precise while checking whether a given equation is a linear equation or not.